What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the channel. Today we are checking out a quadcopter that comes in this nice carrying case. It is a nice zippered carrying case and not in a box. It is the IDEA model number 9. It is a foldable 1080p 5G Wi-Fi FPV GPS RC quadcopter ready to fly. So let's open up the case and check it out. Alright, so everything is out of the case, and here is the quadcopter, guys. Nice little camouflage design on here. Folded state, of course. Looks kind of like a squid. Reminds me of a squid. The arms will fold out, so that is a pretty cool design. There's the camera there, the 1080p Wi-Fi FPV camera, and it is tilt adjustable with your hand. It's a manual tilt adjustable camera, and on the top there's the power on and off switch. So all you do is just fold this thing out like this, and it becomes a very huge quadcopter. Check it out. And there is a locking mechanism here on the inside, so just push it in to lock the arms in place. And it is a pretty cool looking design. As you can see, the props are hanging below the arms, and the landing legs are not that long, so it's very close to the ground where the props will come and land. So you don't want to land in rough terrain. You want to land on a nice flat surface right off the bat. I can see that. And check it out, there's some nice LED lights on each of the arms there, and also we have the antenna for the Wi-Fi FPV, as well as, I'm not sure if both of them is for the Wi-Fi FPV or one of them is for the quadcopter remote control itself. Here's the battery bay, and here's the battery that they provide you with. It is a 7.4 volt 1200 milliamp, and it comes in this nice little case, proprietary. It's got the balance connector as well as this pin connector. So all you do is just push it right in, and it'll click into place, and you got the power on and off switch to power this thing on. Now, the good thing about this unit is that it comes with 2 of these batteries. Although it's proprietary that they give you 2, it is very nice. Now, they're boasting some 30-minute flight time on this model here. Well, not each of the batteries. Each of the batteries will provide you with 15-minute flight time each. So 15 plus 15 equals 30. So you got 30 minutes of combined flight time on this baby here. All right, so looks like it's got some brushed motors, looking like about a 10mm brushed motor. Kind of small motor for such a big quadcopter, but it does fly really nice. Now, there's a few things that you need to know about on this quadcopter. The bad things, first of all, it is shaped, no matter which way you look at it, it is very hard to tell the orientation. So when you're flying, when you forward pitch, then you will realize which way is the front and which way that you need to be flying this thing. That is one thing. Another thing is, I've already mentioned that the prop is on the bottom of the quadcopter, so it will get kind of scraped up if you land in rough terrain. Now, the good things about this quadcopter is that it's compact design. I mean, it folds up and it becomes really compact. You can just throw it inside of your backpack, but it comes with this nice case, so which is really nice. Now, it also comes with a micro SD card slot here. It has got its own DVR, so you can record photos and videos directly into the micro SD card. And I might add that also you will record the photos and videos into the phone app as well. So double duty, it records into the SD card and the phone app as well. So it is really nice. I believe the recorded video on the SD card is 1080p, and the recorded video on the phone app is 720p. Now, the control distance on this quadcopter is set to be 200 meters, and the FPV distance is set to be 100 meters. We shall kind of check it out. So you got a pretty good amount of distance, 200 meters, and the Wi-Fi distance is about 100 meters. It's pretty decent. Now, this is the charge cable that it comes with, just a 2S balanced charge plug with the USB connector. So you just plug it in and charge it up and power source the USB. Takes about an hour to about an hour and a half to charge up these batteries here. Now they also give you a set of extra props, and here's the remote control. We'll go over the remote control in a little bit. And here they give you the app QR code to download, a separate instruction booklet just for the app control. So that is really nice. And here's also the Quadcopter's own instruction manual as well. So that is really nice. Very easy to follow instructions on this baby here. So let's go over the remote control. Pretty nice looking remote control, kind of short. Here's the pullouts for your phone clip, and it does come out pretty lengthy, so you can put a pretty big phone on here. I tried my iPhone 6 Plus and it fits on there pretty good. The only thing I don't like about these type of clips is that this part and this part right here touches the buttons, so it sometimes turns up the volume and turns off the phone itself. So I'm not going to be using my phone. I'm going to be using my iPad to do my flying, so I'm going to put those in. But if you put it out, you can kind of use that as a like a grip for your hand, so that is kind of nice too. The antennas are just for looks. This button up here is to change speeds. I believe it has 3 speeds on a GPS quadcopter, so that is pretty cool. Now this button over here, if you short press it, it is the headless mode, and if you long press it, it is a physical circle me button. So that is pretty cool as well. Now the throttle also has a push button function, and it is to take a video, and the pitch stick also has a function. If you down press it, it is to take a photo, and these buttons do work. So that is one thing good about this photo and video function on this remote control too. Some of them come with that capability, but it doesn't work, so I'm not sure why they put that in there, but this one does work. Now this button over here is the 1 key to take off, 1 key to land, and if you long press it, it is the emergency stop. Now I tried out the emergency stop, and it takes a very long time for it to completely shut the motors off. So one thing bad about this quadcopter, first of all, I would like to say is that even though you hold the throttle all the way down, it takes a while for the motors to cut off, as well as if you do that emergency stop. So take a note of that. Now this one here is the return to home button. Short press of it is the return to home, and a long press of it, it is to initiate the compass calibration. So that is pretty cool. All right, so both sticks to the bottom and to the right will calibrate the gyros of this quadcopter, and both sticks to the bottom and in will arm the motors. There's no other way to disarm the motors except to down hold on the throttle stick to initiate the emergency stop. All right, so let's go for a little demo flight with the LE IDEA model number 9. All right, so here we go with the demo flight with the LE IDEA's model number 9. So let's get ready and turn this baby on. Long pressing the power button will turn it on, and there you go. We got green LED lights in the front, red LED lights in the back, and they are blinking away. The table is just about big enough. Let's go ahead and turn on the remote, and up and down on the throttle will bind. Now the rear lights are blinking, the front lights are solid. Now we're going to need to do a compass calibration as well as gyro calibration before we take off, because this is a GPS quadcopter, and I'm going to use the phone app to calibrate the compass. And let's go ahead and start it up. Go into the settings and connect with the Wi-Fi network of this quadcopter, and it is connecting automatically from a previous connection. It is the Wi-Fi 1080p GPS network, and here's the app. It is called the LW FPV app, and free downloadable app. And there you go, we got FPV already. Nice. All right, we got direct connection. Now let me go ahead and screen record on this baby here so you can see what I'm looking at, even though you can kind of see the iPad is nice and big. Go into the settings, and there is accelerometer calibration, magnetometer calibration. So I'm going to hit the magnetometer calibration, and it is blinking both front and the rear. So at this time you want to rotate counterclockwise 360 degrees 3 times, and at which time the rear lights will, or supposedly, turn solid. Or is it the front light? Let me do that one more time. Okay, come on now. Oh, that was 4 times. Let me do it clockwise. Okay, they're not turning solid. Okay, let's do that one more time. Counterclockwise, 3 spins. So you need to do this calibration every time you take off. There you go. The red lights in the back is solid. Now you're going to put the nose down and you're going to rotate it counterclockwise again 3 turns, 360 degrees, until the front lights become solid, I believe. And there you go. The green lights in the front has become solid. Nice. So that means we are good to go. And I am thoroughly dizzy. Let me take a moment to re-establish my whereabouts here. Okay, it's coming back to me. All right. So now what we want to do is calibrate the accelerometer. So I'm going to hit the accelerometer button. And there you go. It blinked really rapidly and it became solid. Here, take another look at it here. There you go. All right, so accelerometer and the compass calibration has been done. All right, so let me go ahead and hit that settings and let's go ahead and take some photos right off the bat. So I got the camera all the way straight, looking directly horizon level, so that is really nice. You can angle it down to take selfies and whatnot, but I like mine straight because I'll be just doing flying. Okay, there you go. I saw the shutter. There you go. Heard the shutter as well. Ooh, there's a lot of rainbow reflecting. The video quality looks pretty good. And this is an iPad, so you got that 4:3 aspect ratio. Okay, there you go. Took in some photos. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit that video icon, and again it will record into the Wi-Fi phone app as well as the micro SD card. So we're gonna be recording double duty, and I'll show you guys the difference. Hopefully I get both of the recording done. All right, so let me double check on my screen record, and it is recording. So let me go ahead and place this thing on the table, or I'll come back and do some FPV just like that. All right, so let's go ahead and check this thing out. The lights are nice and solid, so we are good to go. So both sticks at the bottom and in arms the motors. All right, so 1 kilo takeoff and 1 kilo land. Well, let me go ahead and see if I can disarm by holding the throttle all the way down. Yes, it disarms, but it takes a long time. And check it out, both sticks at the bottom and hello, in. Now both sticks to the bottom and in again, does not disarm. Out, does not disarm. Long pressing this button over here, emergency stop. Okay, I made a mistake on the emergency stop function. Okay, the emergency stop function is actually the 1 kilo takeoff and land button. So long press this button and the motors shut off right away. So arm the motors, and if you want to stop it right away, long press the 1 kilo takeoff and 1 kilo land button, performs the emergency stop. So let's go ahead and check it out and see if it takes off with just the press of the 1 kilo takeoff. Nope, so you're gonna have to arm the motors first. So let's arm the motors and hit that 1 kilo takeoff. And there you go, 1 kilo takeoff, and looks like we got GPS hold position. So right now it is just hovering right above the takeoff spot at that altitude right there, and it is just nice and steady. Okay, and I do believe we are in speed number 1. And I've got my landing pad a little further out because that's the only flatter area without that much grass that I could find around here. So just in case it misses the landing pad, at least it won't be inside here where there's more grass, taller grass. So let's check it out. Now this is going to be a little difficult to kind of pull. Let me grab right here and pull it away and let go. And there you go, goes back right to the position hold spot. Nice. Okay, green lights in the front, red lights in the back. 15-minute flight time. So here you go. All right, so I'm noticing right off the bat, I'm making that turn and I let go and it kind of plateaus off. You see how the pitch is accentuated while I'm turning? And then once I let go, it kind of goes back to a kind of like a hovering state, not the same pitch angle as when I was making the turn. So it kind of goes back to kind of like a hovering state, very slow pitch state. All right, so let's check out speed number 2. Yeah, 2 beeps. Oh, check it out, we got some pitch going on. So very nice flyer, by the way. Don't let the looks fool you here. This thing is really nice and smooth. Controls are very accurate. And this is a very nice flying machine here. Speed number 3. And there we go. We got a little bit more pitch. Nice GPS quadcopter with 3 speeds. Okay, let me go ahead and forward pitch and turn. In speed number 3, it doesn't plateau off. It still maintains a nice pitch. Nice. All right, let me let go, and there you go. GPS position hold. None of that big toilet bowl activity either, so really nice. So very hard to tell the orientation. Thank God there's nice green and red LED lights. Okay, let me bring it right above the landing pad and hit that 1 kilo land. And there you go, you can still redirect it. There you go. Thank God I got a big landing pad too. And the motors shut off. So that is the best way to shut the motors off. Just land it and it will shut the motors off automatically. So let's put this baby right in the middle of the landing pad. It is a GPS quadcopter, so we're going to test out the return to home function. 1 kilo takeoff after you arm the motors, and that is the height from the ground that it will come to. Very nice. Okay, let me raise it up in altitude here and push it out. Okay, that's good enough. And it comes to a hover. All right, let's check out the return to home. Oh, check it out. It turns around. Very nice. I'm going to go ahead and don my sunglasses. It's pretty bright out here. So there you go. Birds are circling about. Beautiful day. I see the lights blinking, and that is to indicate that it is returning home. So let's see where it lands. Very slow, and it's coming down pretty fast. Oh, and it stops. And it comes down. Oh, no. Okay, now it comes down. All right. There we go. It landed pretty close to the takeoff spot, and the motors do shut off. You see what I mean? One of the blades got caught on the landing pad right here, and it kind of stopped. So that is one thing bad about this quadcopter. They should have added or given us a little addition things to make the landing legs a little bit longer. Maybe you can just kind of mod it yourself to get the props more off the ground. You see how low the props are to the landing pad, so that is what I mean. So be careful with that. Maybe you can put another little foam thingy on the tips of the quadcopter. All right, so I believe it's facing that way. Arming the motors once again, and we are manually taking off this time, and we're going to check out the fail-safe return to home, and I'm going to demonstrate that by turning off the remote control. There you go. Come to a nice little GPS hover. Position hold, and look at that, man. Position hold is really nice. Let me do a little pan, and you can really finely control your yaw. And this is the full yaw, and I can just finely spin the quadcopter, so that is really nice. Okay, so let me go ahead and turn off the remote. The remote has been turned off. Let's see how long it takes. Oh yeah, it's coming back. It didn't turn around this time. It just comes back as it was. And let's see. The lights are blinking, and it turned around now. Oh, and it turned around again. I just want to see where it's going. All right, and it is on its way down. A little turbulent, prop wash, and looks like it's going to come down pretty close to where it took off, and it comes to a hover again, which is really nice feature. So it stops from hitting the ground. Oh no, I missed the landing pad by about a quadcopter distance. So it did erupt all kinds of stuff here. So let me go ahead and dust off my landing pad. So that is one thing bad, like I said, is that the props are really low to the ground. So you don't want to fly this thing in rough terrain. You want to fly this thing on a nice flat area, like a parking lot or something like that, not on grass. All right, let me go ahead and turn it back on and see if it reconnects. And I have regained control, regained connection, so that is really nice. So when it comes back from a fail-safe situation, you will reconnect and you will regain control of the quadcopter. So we are back in speed number 1, as you can see. Very mellow. All right, let me just go to speed number 2, and let me take a look and see if I can do some FPV. All right, where is it looking at? Let me do a little yaw. Yeah, you can do that nice slow yaw. And there I am. Let me pitch forward and come to my location. Oh, very nice and smooth. Okay, the video hasn't cut off yet. Oops. What is that? Low battery indication? Okay. Let me just hover right there. Yeah, I believe that is a low battery warning. Nice. Okay, let me see if it has a geofence. Let me push it out. Yep, it's got a geofence. We are in low voltage, first phase. And look at that, it comes back. Turns around and comes back. And it's going to come all the way back. And the lights are flashing too. Okay, let's see if it comes down. Or is it just going to hover there? Okay, it looks to me like as if it's going to just hover there for you to retake control and fly about. So pretty nice. Very nice. So far the behavior is awesome. So you might want to land it right now since the battery is on the low. And let me just go ahead and hover and take another look and see where my battery level is. Oh my god, the battery level is really low. It is showing 14%. So we still have some time to fly about. So let me just go ahead and lower it down real quick here and see if, whoops, see if this thing works. Long pressing this button over here is the circle me. Okay, I think I initiated the circle me. Alright, so it turned around and it went away from me. And what is it going to do now? It's going to turn around again. Is it going to face me? Or is it that last position that it had? It's not going to do circle me, is it? No, maybe because we are in low voltage, maybe it does not want to do that. Circle me, it just wants to stay within the boundaries of the geofencing. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and fly. Oops. I am unable to control it. It is doing some kind of movement because there's no breeze. That is not the breeze that's taking it since it has GPS. It is doing some kind of maneuver, but it is definitely not circle me. That can't be it. It's just hovering from over there to over here. So let me long press it again and get out. And see, I did get out. So that circle me, the physical circle me is not, it's not really that great. Right, so I got control of it again. And oh, check it out. It's just going to land. I did not initiate that landing. So once the battery gets to a certain percentage, it will just come down and land itself. So be careful when you're flying it in the first phase of low voltage return to home. You got that 14% battery life left. You don't want to fly in rough terrain because it will just come straight down. It will not go back to the home position. Alright, so there you go, our initial demo and flight of the Lee IDEA model number 9.